I think you call filmmakers very brave right now when they try to come out with films, hai na? Or you say that this is now the resurgence of Indian cinema. Now, having spent 20 years trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work, in this case also, you realize that nobody actually really knows what really works. Because at their editing table or in the screening, everything works. It's just on the Friday or the Saturday when it comes out, you suddenly realize, "Arey, ye to bahut gadbad kar li maine." But Ratna ji, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, guys.
And I do say this with a lot of caution. Is it the resurgence of Indian cinema? Your lovely actors with you, we'll come to them in 1 second.
Yes.
Is it the resurgence, and you have this huge responsibility you have to carry for these 3 beautiful faces that are now going to come out in front of the whole world? And are you scared?
All of it. I agree to everything that you have said. It is very scary. I mean, going by what's been happening, it is really scary. But then, like you said, you have enough faith and confidence in what you have put so much heart and soul into. So we are very sure. I am not sure about the box office, but I am sure people will like the film. It's a very easygoing, very likable, very relatable. It's a good, happy film.
Can a director afford to say, so many say it now, do you have the liberty and luxury to say, I don't know about the box office anymore? Will a producer then in future, now when you start pitching, and you're coming from a household also that has given some fantastic films in the last 2-3 years. I have doff my hat off to Anubhav sir. But even one of his last 2 didn't work money-wise. So now the question is, do the producers show enough faith when the director says, मैं बना तो लूँगी, या मैं अच्छी picture बना लूँगी, उसके बाद नहीं पता.
I think everybody is going through. It's not about a producer or a director. It's even if a producer is putting in money, a director is putting in 2 years of their hard work.
Correct.
So it's working both ways. So it's nobody's say. Everybody is going through this. I'm sure even the actors.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the worst phases we've seen in a very long time. And then something will happen, some turnaround will happen, and everything will come back. This is how.
That's what we hope.
It's the journey. Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, in the sense that there will be people coming back to theatres, and which is why my 3 stars. Thank you so much, Prit, Kavya, and Eisha for joining me.
Thank you.
It's always going to be an interesting phase. You know, you want that face out there. आपको बड़े पर्दे पर ले जाना है, पूरा थिएटर बुक करना है, सबकी ये थॉट होती है, पूरी फैमिली को ले जाएंगे. अब शायद इजी हो भी जाएगा. कई बार ऐसे हो जाता है. You never know. But now also, does everybody around have such an informed opinion also? सब बोलते हैं now we know what's not working. ये हमने ट्रेलर देख लिया, ये चल जाएगा. Till about 2 years back, they were not totally sure. So has that little bit of, that little innocence from your friends and family also gone now?
Yeah, I mean, like, we are exposed to such kind of cinema nowadays. We're exposed to a lot more platforms where there's a very, content strong game that's out there. So nobody's getting fooled by just random stuff. Like, you can't just call it like cinematic liberty and do anything, you know what I mean, anymore. Like, everything has to make sense. Everything has to be relatable, if not anything, which is what our movie brings. It's extremely relatable. It's extremely fresh and it's about middle class, which means it's something that the whole India knows
99%.
about. Yeah, 99.2. So definitely this is something, but even though we have this kind of understanding of cinema now, I feel like we are bringing something that will still touch people's hearts in different ways, and anybody and everybody who's seen the trailer or the songs, they've been only more inquisitive about what this is, what we have in store. Plus, we are newcomers, and we have.
No, it's very assured. As a trailer, it's a very assured trailer, ma'am. It's been cut very well, and I think half of the effort is in the edit of it.
Yeah.
And you can lose the film in the complete edit. And I would say that all 3 of you have done such a strong job to bring across. I was telling him, I said, there are faces that you will know, देखे जाने पहचाने. अब तो Instagram से भी इतने सारे लोगों को पता लग जाता है. But to pull it across, the delivery, the assurance of the character, he's done a very good job, and he's holding it. And I think that was very important. So kudos to you, brother. You're holding it well. It's very, very important. So each person has their. हर किसी को सचिन तेंदुलकर या विराट नहीं बनना होता है. The whole idea is to make the team and make sure the team does well. You were given that mantle and you're carrying it very well. You don't look like you're in pressure. I've been speaking to him about 20 minutes before this also. ये तो बड़ा relaxed है यार. बहुत अच्छी बात है. मतलब is this how you are always?
यार,
Can I answer this? No. Can I please answer this question? No.
Yes. Now that you let the cat out of the bag, तो सुनना ही है.
No, I will just tell you one incident which will tell you. So, 1-1:30 बजे आई एम वर्किंग आई हैव गॉन होम. इसका मैसेज, मैम एक बात बोलनी. ऐसे प्रीत एक ही बोलेगा ना, इसका बुरा नहीं मान. मैम पक्का एक बात. तो मैं फोन करूंगी, हाँ बोल मैम ये है. तो फिर मैंने बोला प्रीत मुझे ना थक गई हूँ मैम एक और सुन लो. दैट कॉल गोज ऑन फॉर 25-30 मिनट्स. 38 मिनट आई हैव टू से प्रीत अब ना जो तू बोल रहा है वो घूम ही नहीं रहा, मेरे को समझ ही नहीं आ रहा तू क्या. ओके मैम बस एक क्लास. सो दिस इज
तो तुम्हारे अंदर वो कीड़ा है उसका या वो सी आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग आल्सो.
इज ऑल गुड, ऑल relevant. It's very nice.
So but how do you see, you have to fight that game, you know, of whether you're a young upstart or whether who seems to know too much at too young an age, which maybe 5 years later when you do, they'll say, "Arey, isko to sab pata hai." And that happens with everyone. When you're younger, the words that might hold truth but no weight, and वही 5 साल बाद बोलते हैं इसको पता है. So will you have to fight that balance?
Absolutely, and सबसे पहले तो आप तीनों देवियों को मेरा शत प्रणाम. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, brother, for appreciating. We are in a very difficult time, if I can put that correctly. Films are not working, actors are not working, nothing is working. I don't know what is working anymore. But तो क्या ही कर सकते हैं? तो जितने हाथ पैर में मार सकता हूँ उतने मार रहा हूँ. And yes, as far as the philosophy of me being calm is concerned, I truly believe in the fact that there are two kind of tragedies in the world. One is where you get what you want, and the other is where you don't. So then why feel sad about either?
I agree.
But right now you want what you want, which is a hit.
Yeah.
हाँ, ये वाली tragedy will be better right now.
100%.
ये tragedy नहीं है
हाँ,
भाई.
ये आपके लिए तो सोने पर सुहागा.
No, I'm saying that you never know. This is not in context with the film working or not working. It's basically अगर हिंदी में बताऊं तो हरिवंश बच्चन जी का एक कोट था कि मन का हो तो अच्छा, ना हो तो बेहतर. वो वाला है. तो उस फिलॉसफी के साथ चल रहा हूँ क्योंकि एज एन एक्टर आप अपना काम करते हो, घर जाते हो, सो जाते हो, अगले दिन उठोगे, शायद दूसरी पिक्चर पे काम करोगे, नए काम पे चले जाओगे. एज अ हीरो ऑफ द बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री आप काम करते हो, फिर आप चाहते हो कि उस काम को कितना आप आगे तक खींच कर लिए जा सकते हो. तो आई थिंक वी आर आई एम स्टेपिंग इन दैट डोमेन. और मैं चाहता हूँ कि ये फिल्म जितना बेहतर हो सके, जितना उसको मिल सके, जितना हमने प्यार से इसको बनाया, उतना प्यार उसको बस उतनी क्वांटिटी में वापस मिल जाए. तो यस, आई डेफिनेटली अग्री विद एवरीथिंग दैट यू सेड. दैट कुछ बातें मैं कहता हूँ शायद लोगों को लगता है यार छोटा मुंह बड़ी बात होगी, बट वही जब अगर फिल्म चल जाती है, अगर एक्टर काम कर जाता है, तो वही लोग आके कहते हैं नहीं कितना
2 साल का एक और पैंडेमिक आ जाए, 3 साल बाद मिलोगे, you'll say, अब तो 6 साल हो गए सर. अब तो जो मैं 6 साल से बोल
मैं तो बोल रहा
नहीं सबकी दुकान बंद. When I come to you, you know, you're watching yourself on the screen, Eisha, and you're wondering, okay, this is what I wanted. And have you done one of the bits at home with भगवान सिंह? यार ये थोड़ा इस टाइम के 2-3 महीने बाद करवा देते, ये 1-2 फिल्में थोड़ी चल जाएं. आपके फिल्म से पहले एक आध बड़ी फिल्म है, बड़े अच्छे दोस्तों की फिल्म है, और चल लीजिए आलिया का तो बहुत सा टाइम चल रहा है, so you never know, maybe she works as a lucky. नहीं वो तो पता नहीं है, is it? Does it work with that?
I think so.
So but you know how mathematics it doesn't work with that. वो फिर start से your whole name has to be taken. Surname has to be taken, तो वो number change होते रहते हैं. So you don't use the 6th number.
You want to believe what you want to believe.
Yeah, it's your belief.
So you might just actually have a spillover of a Brahmastra, because the advance is fantastic. By the time I'm talking right now, while we're doing this, the advance is very, very good. So in spite of all the thought process that go into it, it's not like they don't want to go. Also, let me tell you, last month was a very bad traffic month. And the बारिश and traffic month of Bombay was so bad. आधे लोग जो नहीं भी देख रहे थे, मैं तो सारी फिल्में देखता हूँ ना, सर आप वो तो एकदम बकवास है. मैंने कहा आपने देखी नहीं, तो मैंने कहा फिर आप बकवास कैसे बोल सकते हो, पढ़ा ना मैंने.
एक तो ये जो इतने सारे लोगों को लिबर्टी मिल गई ना, कोई भी कुछ भी, दैट्स इट इज सो अनफेयर. क्योंकि आपने अगर 10 लोग भी कम किए ना, आप आगे कुछ भी बकवास करते हो कि ये ऐसा वो, यू डोंट हैव द राइट. समबडी हैज वर्कड for 1 year, 2 years, they made these, and somebody just comes out and trashes. So even if you're taking away 5 people, it's wrong.
नहीं 5 से ज्यादा. जैसे मुझे लाल सिंह चड्ढा और रक्षाबंधन दोनों पसंद आई. लाल सिंह में तो मेरे आंसू आ रहे थे सब, और my crew says भाई, of course it's beautiful, they said. तो मेरा my crew भाई अभी थोड़ा रुक जाते हैं ना. क्यों? क्योंकि OTT आ चुका है. So ये सच्चाई actually आ चुकी है. The advantage for someone like you is that in 2 months the world will see your film. So the question is, as an actor, it's a plus completely. अभी भी देखेंगे. पुराने जमाने में अगर ये चले जाती तो शायद देखने का मौका नहीं मिलता. But in 2 months they will see it. So is there some kind of happiness also saying that in this new world, everyone will see my film because I can send them the link also.
At some point.
3 months.
At some
Always.
At some point, yeah, but it's very nice because we are doing the theatrical release, so I want them to go and watch it there. You know, of course, honestly, now that you have said it, now that the question is there, मैंने सोचा नहीं था इस बारे में. You know, it's a very nice question, but right now I'm just.
But you can put it on your Instagram header. Watch my film, and you will have to click it.
Yeah.
In 2 months, that's what's going to happen.
But then eventually cinema halls will shut down.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
But if I'm not going to watch, how will they watch?
I feel what will happen is what the South needs to do. How the South follows. They don't allow reviews till Monday. कोई फिल्म का रिव्यू अलाउड नहीं है.
मैंने वही बोला ना, नहीं करना चाहिए. अब वो रिव्यू मुझे हो सकता है कि भाई मुझे एक्स एक्टर पसंद नहीं है, तो मैं उसकी फिल्म की वैसी बैंड, तो वो आपके पर्सनल ओपिनियंस आ जाते हैं बहुत सारे, और सबको लगता है कि हमें फिल्म रिव्यू, यू हैव नॉट टेकन अ सिंगल शॉट इन योर एंटायर लाइफ,
बिल्कुल.
बट यू हैव द राइट टू कम आउट.
उन्होंने इंस्टाग्राम पे वीडियो बनाया ना, सो दे नो हाउ टू मेक अ वीडियो नाउ.
Who are you to come out and talk about anybody's film? So
No,
वो
also-
बैन करना चाहिए.
Also before the OTT हमेशा टीवी पे भी फिल्में चलती थी.
Correct.
जैसे
Yeah.
अगर फिल्म जो शायद थिएटर में आप देख नहीं पाई, इवन अंदाज अपना a classic cult,
Correct.
never worked in the theaters.
Yeah.
When it came down to television, everybody loved it and सबको ये लगता है कि कितनी बड़ी हिट पिक्चर है ये. बाकी अगर आप जाके बॉक्स ऑफिस देखो तो उसके बहुत वीक था.
Of course, वो तो अग्निपथ सेम.
हाँ, same. A lot of films like that, and it will continue to happen. And मैं अभी भी बोलता हूँ कि आप ये फिल्म OTT पे भी देख सकते हो, लेकिन इस फिल्म का थिएटर में देखने का फायदा ये है, it has that old school charm which you've always watched in the theater. जैसे आप DDLJ मराठा मंदिर देखने क्यों अब लोग जाते हैं, वो फील करने के लिए, और वो फील आप कितना भी कोशिश कर लो, वो पॉपकॉर्न खाते हुए
Yeah,
पैसे.
वो बड़ी स्क्रीन की बात ही अलग है.
You should be nice to Manoj Desai, हाँ, मराठा मंदिर. मनोज जी, he is a good
मनोज जी,
friend.
please,
जैसे विजय
yes.
के आप पीछे पड़ गए थे, आप नहीं, ये तो बहुत स्वीट लोग हैं, इनकी अच्छी फिल्म है, आप जरूर देखिए. I speak to him every week. He's a very fiery customer.
प्लीज आप बताओ.
नहीं, वो तो चाहते हैं थिएटर में.
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ ये आपकी फिल्म है,
एक
आपकी फिल्म है ये, आप बताओ उनको. मैं this is genuinely, I'm like, because we are newcomers, because we are underdogs.
Yeah.
I think being an underdog, the best thing is that कि वो ना सबका हो जाता है.
हाँ.
Because हम सब underdogs है कहीं ना कहीं.
Yeah.
तो वो फिर सिर्फ हमारी फिल्म नहीं रहती है. It's like you know you rooting for team India क्रिकेट में. आप क्रिकेट खेलते भी नहीं हो, आपने बैट भी शायद नहीं पकड़ा होगा, लेकिन आप ऐसे रूट करते हो कि आपने पैसे लगाए. तो this is your film and that's what I'm saying, genuinely.
Ratna ji, can you stop making a film in this current time? Can you leave it 3 weeks ago? Speak to people. मतलब जैसे आपने पिक्चर एडिट कर ली, रेडी हो गया, आप फाइनल प्रिंट के लिए चले गई, आप और सिनेमा कई बार देख रहे होते हो, बाहर जा रहे हो, लोगों से बात कर रहे होते हो, वो मन में वो झिझक रहती है, यार मे बी आई नीड टू चेंज अ लिटिल बिट, मे बी आई नीड टू ऐड अ लिटिल बिट मोर, एंड दैट माइट कंटिन्यू टिल द फाइनल डे.
I think after a point it stops because कितना कर लोगे ना, आपने जो शूट किया आपको मालूम है, आपने जो एडिट किया आपको. So we do have screenings, like you do a first cut and then you show it to say. So our film, I think
टेक्निकल को दिखाया आपने, इन्होंने देखी है?
नहीं, I show it to random people.
अच्छा.
So like this is a young film, so I've shown it to some teenagers.
अच्छा.
So you do get a मोटा समझ में आ जाता है, ये अच्छा लग रहा है, ये नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है. Then you do a second cut. After that, I don't think there's any point because you know कि किस अच्छी लग रही है कि नहीं, वो तो समझ में आ जाता है. अच्छी लग रही है और क्या अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है वो भी समझ में आता है. Then you work on it.
क्या अच्छा लगा वो टीनेजर्स को? तीनों के बारे में बताओ. When they saw the three of them, what did they say?
They love the film as
Achha.
a whole. They love the
Okay,
film.
okay.
They and some boys like this one, some boys like this one, all girls like this one. So that's very good for me. That's very good for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody has. I'll just see newcomer film coming out in theater in this phase is like you said, it's a commendable thing.
Yes.
So the fact is that the studio, the producer, everybody has faith in this film.
Yeah.
They, like you said, they would want to recover their money. So I'm sure somewhere, and it's not my call.
Yeah, of course.
This can't be my call.
Yeah.
So if somebody is willing to put in that much effort, making this stand, he's doing everything is an effort. So if they're willing to put in that much effort, they have the faith in this film. And I'm sure.
No, like I said, it's looking good. You won the first battle, which is a trailer. If the trailer doesn't work, a lot of the times people will lose interest. But the trailer
I
works.
agree.
The songs are working. It's got an interesting feel to it. But with you all doing your first film, is this exactly what you thought it would be when you were shooting, or you had different? Like, what's the idea of a film? First day on a film set.
For me, it was like a dream, to be very honest. I'm still in that pinch moment. While I'm looking at you, I'm like, You know,
हमारी
मैं
फिल्म की
खो
बात
जा
हो रही
रही
है।
हूँ, हमारी फिल्म की बात हो रही है। ईशा behave। मतलब मैं I feel एक तो सबके अंदर इतना मिडिल क्लास है, it's not इतने मैं आई एम वेरी देसी एट हार्ट, तो मैं ऐसे लिटरली ऐसी हूँ। फिल्म सेट पे मैं आधे टाइम ऐसे घूमती रहती थी, यू नो, मुझे इतना अच्छा लगता था। सो I'll be very honest, I didn't know कि कैसा होगा, क्या होगा, but just to be there on the floor and just to work and that in between action and cut, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Even after that, but that the whole journey.
So now when you
of it-
seen yourself, acting तो अलग होती है, अपने आप को देखना जो होता है, उसमें आपने और किसी को देख पाए हो क्या? ये भी पहली बार तो you must have only seen yourself.
I think that's the case with everybody. Then I watched the trailer, like I watched the trailer 3 times.
Once for yourself, yeah.
Second तीनों के लिए, and then as an audience कि अच्छा ठीक है अभी छोड़ दो कि you are there, just watch it. So I really liked it. It's not because it's my film, it's our film, but it was relatable. I really liked it.
तुम तो पक्के हुए हो, तो जब तुम सेट पर गए,
पक्के हुए।
ऐसा लगा something new.
किसने पकाया वो पता नहीं।
पके हम हैं, ये पके नहीं हम।
Like, but you end up going to a set, and like I said, you know, there's a sense of whether you're playing T20 or playing Test match or you're playing one day, facing the camera is the biggest thing. And once you can be very chilled in front of a camera, it's fine. After that, then the other pressures of carrying a film, doing all this, वो सब आता है, that's different. But first, you know, set, were you able to hit the best shot forward or was it a little nervy?
Absolutely, and all that credit goes to her, hands down, because इन्होंने जिस तरह से पुश किया ना, और पुश मतलब हाथ पैर लात सब मार मार के। ये कैरेक्टर जब आप ऑब्वियसली ट्रेलर में आपको थोड़ा सा अंदाजा आया होगा, बहुत फैला हुआ है रायते की तरह। He's a बकड़ बहुत, तो बहुत आसानी से ना he can become annoying at any point.
Right.
He's like a baby of Ranveer Singh and Govinda. You know, he's that energetic, he's that vibrant.
That's a crazy combination.
Yeah, trust me, and he's a huge fan of Shah Rukh Khan in the film itself. तो बहुत you know, he's a smart chap, over smart actually. हाजिर जवाबी, वापस जवाब करना बड़ों से, all of that. जुगाड़ू है, मस्ती करता है, तो वो कभी अनोइंग हो जाता है, कभी ओवर एक्टिंग हो जाता है, पता नहीं चलता। सो दैट थिन लाइन वाज ड्रॉन बाय हर, एंड यू नो शी केप्ट मी। उन्होंने मुझे मैदान दिया था खेलने के लिए, तुम्हारा मैदान है, तुम खेलो, यू नो, इम्प्रोवाइज, डू व्हाटएवर, यू नो, ब्रिंग व्हाटएवर यू हैव इन योर सिस्टम, ब्रिंग इट ऑन बोर्ड। तो हम लोग रिहर्सल भी करते थे, काफ़ी चीज़ें हमने सेट पे इम्प्रोवाइज की है। तो बट रिहर्सल्स हैव हेल्प्ड अ लॉट, बिकॉज मैंने इतना रिहर्सल कभी नहीं किया लाइफ में, और इतना एक डायरेक्टर यू नो इतनी डिटेल में इन्वॉल्व होता है। मैंने ऑब्वियसली ईशा काव्या के साथ हमने केमिस्ट्री टेस्ट किए थे, लेकिन जितने भी सेकेंडरी कास्ट मेंबर्स थे, हमारे फैमिली मेंबर्स थे, फ्रेंड्स थे, उन सब के साथ भी रिहर्सल्स हुए। सो इवन अ लॉट ऑफ देम हैव बीन चेंज्ड आफ्टर मल्टीपल ऑडिशंस एंड कंफर्मेशन।
Damn, they better not see the film now.
So,
अच्छा, मेरी जगह ये है।
तो उस लेवल का अगर आपका प्रेप है, तो आप फिर
Sometimes, you know, if you're doing 2 friends, individually they might be great
No, I agree.
actors, together they
But that's
don't
the whole
work.
point of doing like that
These
entire.
days,
It has to look like they fit.
There is something together.
I was happy that this process was happening, and that made us feel confident pretty much on the first day कि हम कहीं ना कहीं, और फर्स्ट दिन ना अनुभव सर भी सेट पे आए थे, पूरा प्रोडक्शन की टीम, वो जब वो आरती होती, तो इट्स ऑलरेडी, और सबसे पहला सीन इन्होंने चूज किया सबसे डिफिकल्ट,
सबसे मुझे अब लगता है।
और मैंने कहा क्यों, लेकिन उस टाइम पे वो रैपो नहीं था, मैंने कहा मैं पूछ भी नहीं सकता, मैं क्या करूं, और सेट पे तो हम सारे ईडी बन के घूमते थे। We were not like, we are not stars, we are not actors in that caliber, तो हम तो you know प्रोडक्शन का भी काम करते थे।
पावा जी की फ्लाइट अटक गई थी, इसलिए हमको वो सीन,
अच्छा, वो सीन लेना पड़ा,
इसलिए आगे
तो ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है कि अब पहले आसान सा सीन था, सिंपल सा, मैंने कहा सारे लोग देख रहे होंगे मॉनिटर, जज करेंगे कि किसको लिया,
Of course.
अब पैसे डाल दिए इस पे, तो but no, but I think it went well. Like, we had some incredible supporting cast on the film with us, Sapna ji, Sapna Sant, Manoj Pawar sir.
He's
all of
hilarious.
them.
From the day of his
He's so
ad
funny.
days,
He's so funny.
I remember that ad where he rubs that 1 and 0 on the will. Till today, that is one of the most hurtful ads. अगर लाइफ में कभी ऐसे आप will में 100 का, have you seen that ad? Remember that ad, guys? अगर आपने देखा होगा तो याद आएगा। 1000 का वो 1 million कर देता, फिर 1 गायब हो जाता है, उसको 0 मिलता है।
पानी गिरता है ना, कुछ तो
पानी
गिरता
गिर
है।
जाता है कुछ।
This looking like a very simple family set. For you also very easy like this. See, when you come onto a set, everyone has, जैसे Archie comics में होता है, so one is a Betty, one is a Veronica, one is an Archie, one is a Jughead. तो आपको एक मिल जाता है, I have to be the slightly hotter avatar. When you're playing it on screen also, does it get tougher to play something? Is that like how you are in real life, or was there a lot of other?
No, I don't.
Yeah?
I think everybody feels every emotion.
Yeah.
The degree of a certain person feeling it may vary. Like
Yeah.
if I am a loud person,
Yeah.
and if Eisha is like a quieter person, but she still can be loud. It's not like she can't. Only her, like, you know, the degrees of being a way you are changes. So it's just about accessing one side to yourself and then being able to like. So with me, Saisha was in the beginning very different to me. So what I practiced was I took 10 traits of Kavya and Saisha. And I chose top 5 and like whatever was same. And
But she really worked on. She used to
Wow.
make notes about.
Oh, are you one of those
Yeah.
making lots of scribbly
When
scrawlies
she
in the
would
script?
come sit with
Yeah.
me, we used to discuss. हाँ ये ठीक है, ये हटा दो, ये ठीक है. So
Yeah.
they have really worked.
let me tell the viewers and you.
oh my god.
हमारी ये जो काव्या है, जो इतनी स्वीट सी प्यारी सी साइशा का कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रही है, ये एक्चुअली है
Sunny
दारा
Day.
सिंह सनी भाजी. ये फुल पंजाबी कुड़ी,
अंदर से
मतलब वो
तो एंगर भी वैसा है?
हाँ भाई,
बहुत है.
एंगर क्या होता है? एंगर
कुछ गलत बोल
वो
के.
दरवाजा खोल के नहीं आती, दरवाजा तोड़ के आती है. तो दया है हमारी, दया.
दया CID
सीआईडी की दया और तारक मेहता की दया, दोनों मिक्स.
But it's good, na? You get a very good shot. This is a very. So I'll tell you, I was just discussing with someone, and Ishq Wish came 20 years back, है ना?
Yeah.
And I remember that time nobody really knew or cared or thought or did anything. I knew Ken, and we knew that Shahid was a dancer.
Yeah.
और वो थोड़ा सा डांस देख गया, बहुत अच्छा, ये शहनाज ट्रेजी वाला का एक रोल है, ये अमृता का रोल है, ये very nice, very nice. But the audience just jumped for it. Years later, or you know, strangely actually Shahid came much earlier, but होना प्यार है comes है, Hrithik Roshan comes in.
Yeah.
You know, he just, there is always that space where that, you know, today when you look at podcasts, you look at shows, 13 to 20 decides the content of everything. Do you think you might be able to win that audience, and then we'll
Yes.
take it forward?
I don't think. I hope. I really hope. I think it is possible.
Yeah.
There is enough, and what the trailer is just a reflection. There is so much more in the film. So when I was getting the trailer done, it was difficult to decide कि डालूं क्या. Genuinely, उसमें उससे बहुत ज़्यादा है फिल्म में.
जैसे एक छोटी सी बात है, if I can add.
बोलना.
जैसे मिडिल क्लास लव के लोगों में अगर आप
एक
देखो,
छोटी सी बात है ना, एक
ये रात के 1 बजे वाली नहीं, मिडिल क्लास लव के लोगों में there's nowhere you will see color end.
Okay.
It's a fine detail, but you will see that we are not just saying that कि ये वो रोमांटिक
Teeny
लव
bopper
की बात है. हाँ, ये बहुत कुछ
मिडिल
और भी है.
क्लास लव के ना उसका बहुत बड़ा है. मतलब आप का एक वैल्यू सिस्टम रहता है. आपको एक दे नर्चर रिलेशनशिप. सो दिस इज अबाउट नॉट जस्ट बॉयफ्रेंड गर्ल. इट इज अबाउट नर्चरिंग एवरी रिलेशनशिप. That's how I've grown up, and that's how I've seen middle class.
It's about a perspective.
जितनी लव स्टोरी है
like
उतना ही
a
कमिंग ऑफ
person.
एज है, उतना ही फैमिली ड्रामा है. तो या
And just adding to what you said, like
Yeah.
you spoke about the age group 13 to 20, if I'm
Yeah.
correct, right? So we recently visited like colleges and we've showed our trailer there, and the response has been something we did not.
Tremendous.
Yeah, it's something we didn't expect, because we went there, we were like, you know, we were very nervous. How will they perceive it and stuff? But every child related to something or the other that the trailer had to bring. And you know, we also did like a lot of question and answers, and we realized that okay, you know what, like we kept with every visit, we were like more and more confident that yes, they are accepting this mentality, because that's what we've tried to like access and make it the most relatable to that kind of youth.
If it's a new film anyway, it takes a while. Once it starts coming out more and more, once they realize. It happened with Student of the Year also. I remember it took us almost 40 days to sort of reach out to the audience. Guys, congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
And let's hope for all films becoming hit in the previous week also.
Yes,
Let's hope the spillover from Brahmastra happens. Let's hope the spillover from all the other films also happens. You know, this is a thali that we've all eaten in for so many years. और सबने बहुत इससे बरकत कमाई है, बहुत इससे लिया है. I also have certain things to say to the people before we wrap up. Don't just judge things based on what the whole world is saying. Trust me, every single film that I have watched in the last 2 months, they were all not so bad. For them to get the kind of results that they're getting is really ridiculous. Go out there, यार वैसे तुमने कौन सा घर पे बैठ के कुछ करना है? शाम तो वैसे किसी की बिजी होती नहीं है.
16 सितंबर को 75 रुपए की टिकट है.
सब दिल की बात है, सब दिल की बात
17-18 भी ऐसे सिर्फ 16 नहीं है, सारी फिल्में
सारी फिल्में चले.
तीनों दिन
And it's like 75 rupees because it's world cinema.
नहीं वो एक दिन
नहीं,
70
नहीं, 16 की
लेकिन
बात
फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे भी तो है. सैटरडे संडे ये नहीं सिर्फ 16 जाना है.
नहीं,
मंडे भी जा सकते हो, ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
नहीं मतलब अभी से बुक कर लो
पैसा
ना.
बचाना है तो
One thing I really want to say is, I feel if all producers of Bollywood can get together and make this OTT window 6 months, it'll help.
Rajamouli tried. They've agreed only to 3 months.
3 also. I'm saying because अगर मुझे घर बैठ के मालूम है कि अच्छा मुझे मिल ही जाए,
अभी 7 दिन में तो आई जाएगी, ये mentality
तेलुगु इंडस्ट्री ने तो ऑलरेडी स्टाफ का पैसा बंद कर दिया है. बॉलीवुड में पहले 4 प्रोड्यूसर एक साथ तो बैठ जाएं. मैं रेडी हूँ, मैं कॉल कर दूंगा सबको.
I think it's
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, कोई यहाँ बैठने को तैयार नहीं है. उधर तो बैठ चुके हैं. उधर ऑलरेडी स्टाफ का पैसा बंद है. We'll discuss.
There was
I'll see you guys soon. Take care and bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. It was lovely.